Prepare to say hello to the biggest movie star you're going to meet in a long, long time, Mr. Tom Cruise! Hello. Testing, testing. Hello, you all. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. I'm feeling that love and feeling. I'm definitely feeling that love and feeling up here from you all. What a great movie audience you all are. 34 years ago, I made a movie in San Diego, right here. I actually shot across the street at a restaurant.
Hi, I'm Cindy Blair. My husband and I started this bar. Top Gun location director stopped in for a beer. It was a very hot day, and he was across the street setting up a film location. And after a while, he asked if we'd be interested in filming a movie here. And we said, oh, great. We're from Kansas City, and fairly recently, and this is Oso, California, to see how a movie is filmed. Who knew that it would be such a big movie, and who knew the stars that would come out of that movie? Downtown was nothing like it is now. So our primary business was just lunch hour, and that kind of got us on the map because we advertised ourselves as a sleazy bar scene. The nicer bar scene is the officers' bar where they sang "You Lost That Love and Feeling." Our scene is known for "Goodness Gracious, Great Balls of Fire," and the piano over there. Lots of fun stories just from behind the scenes while we were here. My favorite is also about the piano. As they tell to me, Anthony Edwards was having trouble remembering the lines for Great Balls of Fire because it had been added to the script so recently. So if you stop a movie still of the front of the piano, you'll see a sheet of sheet music, a wrinkled sheet of paper, a sheet of sheet music. And on that wrinkled sheet of paper, they pulled it out of the trash and wrote the lines he needed to lip sync at that point in time. That's one of my favorite stories. The second is, again, they needed somebody, we had to call in one of the entertainers that used to play the piano here so they could play the recording, so they could, while they were staging the scene, they could bounce in rhythm to the music. And of course, they later dubbed the music over back in the studio. But one of our local entertainers actually played it initially so that they could practice.
Hi, my name is Mike Hill, working here at the Kansas City BBQ, home of the Top Gun world-famous bar. Take me to bed, lose me forever. Show me the way, Goose.
I'm Rob Stevenson from Villa Rica, Georgia, and I feel the need for speed.
Hi, I'm John Wolfong. We're going to recreate a scene from Top Gun, the last scene in the movie.
I hear the best of the best is back in town.
My name is Tanya Hoskins, and my favorite line is "Take me to bed or lose me forever."
It's still a terrific movie, terrific music, terrific photography. It's still an iconic movie after all these years when so many others appear dated.
And what's your favorite movie line?
Wow. Probably "Take me to bed or lose me forever."
Hi, my name is Martha Vjevich-Weiss, and you probably know my sons, and you've probably seen my sons in Top Gun, but you don't know their names because they were unknown extras. They were 4 years old in 1985, and at that time, we were having breakfast, and a friend called me on the phone and asked me if I'd heard if I'd read the paper, and I said, no, I don't read the paper at 7 in the morning with 4-year-old twins. So she said they're making a movie in San Diego and they need 4-year-old twins for a part. So I called for, it was an open audition. I called, we went to a motel here nearby, and we had an appointment for 5:15 in the afternoon. It was really late and they were hungry, and the woman said she'd been seeing twins all day, 4-year-old twins, 5-year-old twins, 3-year-old twins, children that were 3 and 4, or 4 and 5. She asked them, can you say, Dad, of all the animals in the sea, which one's the baddest? And they looked at her and they said, no, baddest isn't a good word. And so I thought, okay, well, that's the end of this. And then we had a callback. And when we had the callback, There were 3 sets of twins, one set with blonde hair, one set with dark black hair like Tom Cruise, and one set of our twins who were kind of a brownish. And so we looked at one another and thought, oh gee, these twins look so very, very different. And we talked to the woman and she took some pictures, and a few weeks later she called us back and said, your twins have the part. And we wound up with 3 days of filming for the movie Top Gun. Our sons played the one son of Meg Ryan and Anthony Edwards, Goose and Carol, and their name was Bradley in the movie. And when we were at the Kansas City barbecue, our boys got to sit on the piano. They took turns playing Bradley, and they had to go out and buy a cowboy hat for them because they wanted them to have a cowboy hat. And they sat on the piano taking turns, and they had to say, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Did they enjoy the movie? Yes, very, very much. They had a lot of fun because Tom Cruise had a trailer with a bag of popcorn, and they thought that was wonderful to see this very large bag of popcorn. I asked if I could take a picture of Tom Cruise and Anthony Edwards and Meg Ryan, and Tom Cruise said only if they make a picture for me. So we had a piece of paper and some crayons, and they made pictures for him, and they gave him pictures, and in exchange I got to take some photos. So they thought he was fun. They really liked Anthony Edwards too, because at one point in time during a break a train went by, and he picked up one of the kids and they ran to the train tracks and they started counting the train cars as they went by. So it was a wonderful experience. The boys thought it was really, really fun. Currently they are both teachers in the Bay Area in California. One of them is teaching, Adam is teaching 5th grade in Berkeley, and Ehren is teaching 6th grade in San Francisco.
For me, Top Gun is about competition. It is about family, it is about sacrifice, it is about heroism, and it's about aviation. And I love aviation. It's a love letter to aviation. So would you all like to see it?
+30 years of service. Combat medals, citations. Only man to shoot down 3 enemy planes in the last 40 years. Yet you can't get a promotion, you won't retire. Despite your best efforts, you refuse to die. You should be at least a 2-star admiral by now. Yet here you are. Captain. Why is that?
It's one of life's mysteries, sir.
The end is inevitable, Maverick. Your kind is headed for extinction.
Maybe so, sir. But not today.
San Diego!